Hello students, today we will do inverse trigonometrical functions. Now let us start with principal value branches of inverse trigonometrical function along with their domain and ranges. Now here I have written some inverse trigonometrical functions. Now sine inverse, cos inverse, cosec inverse, sec and tan inverse. Now here domain of sine inverse is -1 to 1 and its range is from minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Cos inverse, its domain is again from -1 to 1 and range is from 0 to pi. Cosec inverse has a domain, its domain will include all real numbers except, this is sign of exception, -1 and 1, and its range will be from minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 excluding 0. 0 माइनस पाई बाय टू पाई बाय टू के बीच का एलिमेंट है जीरो, जीरो नहीं आएगा. नाउ सेकंड इनवर्स हैज अ डोमेन फ्रॉम माइनस ऑल द रियल नंबर्स फ्रॉम माइनस या एक्सक्लूडिंग -1 to 1 and its range will be from 0 to pi excluding pi by 2. Now why we are excluding 0 here? Because cosec 0. Now what is the value of cosec? Cosec 0 is not defined, and here sec 0, sec pi by 2 is also not defined. Therefore these two values will be not included in the range of this one. Now tan inverse will have all the real numbers. Now again tan pi by 2 is not defined and tan minus pi by 2 is not defined. Therefore we are using open bracket here, that its range will be between pi minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Similarly for cot inverse, domain is real number and range will be from between 0 to pi. Now come to the exercise 2.1. Now here your first question is find the principal values of the following. Now you have to find the principal value of sine inverse minus 1 by 2. So what will you do? You will take it as y equal to sine inverse minus 1 upon 2. Now this will give us sine y. Now sine inverse, we will take this sine inverse from right to left and this will be sine y, that equal to minus 1 upon 2. Now sine y equal to minus 1 upon 2. Now this will be minus, yes, sine you can say minus 1 upon 2. So value of sine 30 is 1 upon 2 and sine 30 means pi by 6. So sine 30 is equal to 1 upon 2. Now as we know that the range of principal value of sine inverse is, now अभी क्या था हमने, now range of this sine inverse is from minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, is from minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, and this minus pi by 6 lies between minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Therefore y will be equal to minus pi by 6. Now sine will eliminate from both the sides. Now this will give us sine inverse. Now y was sine inverse minus 1 upon 2, sine inverse minus 1 upon 2 equal to minus pi by 6, which lies between minus pi by 2 to the pi by 2. Now our second question is you have to find principal solution of this one, cos inverse root 3 upon 2. As we have done in previous question, we will take it as y equal to cos inverse under root 3 upon 2. Now this will give us cos y equal to under root 3 upon 2. Now this will be cos y. Now as you know, cos 30, this is the value of cos 30. So we can write cos 30. 30 means 180 upon 30, that is 6 pi by 6, and this will give us y equal to pi by 6, and you can write here the statement as the principal, as the range of principal value of cos inverse is from 0 to pi. So therefore y equal to pi by 6, or we can say cos inverse under root 3 upon 2 is equal to pi by 6. Or it is simple. It is a simple question. It is given to you cos. You have to find the principal value of cos inverse root 3 by 2. Now cos, here we are taking y equal to cos inverse root 3 by 2. So cos y will be root 3 by 2. Now cos 30 is equal to root 3 by 2. That in place of root 3 by 2 we can write cos pi by 6. As we know that the range of principal value of cos inverse is from 0 to pi. Therefore we can take y equal to pi by 6, because this value lies between 0 to pi. And put the value of y again. Y was cos inverse root 3 upon 2, and that we will get as pi by 6. Now the fifth question, it is a little bit different. Now here it is given to you that you have to find the principal value of cos inverse minus 1 upon 2. Now if we take cos inverse minus 1 upon 2 as y, we will get cos y as minus 1 upon 2. Now it is a negative number. Now see here, 1 upon 2, for one, as you know that cos pi by 3 is 1 by 2. Cos pi by 3 is 1 by 2 is equal to 1 by 2. So in place of 1 by 2 we can write cos pi by 3. But here it is a negative sign. If I take cos y equal to cos minus pi by 3, so this will give us y equal to minus pi by 3. But principal value branch of cos is between 0 to pi, and this value minus pi by 3 is not between the range of the cos inverse function. So what will we do? Now again, if you see, you have done in smaller classes. Now 0, this one is pi by 2 and this one is pi. Now in first quadrant, as you know, all are positive. And second, cos, sine and cosec are positive. And the value of this cos function is from 0 to pi. So we are checking from 0 to pi. Now from 0 to pi by 2, cos is positive, and from pi by 2 to pi, cos is negative. So that means this negative value will lie in the second quadrant, and for that we can say that this is the value of this one is pi. Second quadrant means pi minus, and 1 by 2 is pi by 3. Cos pi by 3 is 1 by 2. So this will give us y equal to pi minus pi by 3, or you can say that equal to 2 pi by 3. And that means that cos inverse minus 1 by 2 will be equal to 2 pi by 3, and this value lies between 0 to pi. You can also write here that the principal value branch is from 0 to pi. Therefore we will take the value 2 pi by 3, and this is between 0 to pi. Now come to question number 11. Now here you have to find the value of tan inverse 1 plus cos inverse minus 1 by 2 plus sine inverse minus 1 by 2. Now see here, tan inverse 1. If you take tan inverse 1, we are taking y equal to, I am solving it all these functions separately. Tan inverse 1. That means tan y equal to 1, and tan y equal to tan pi by 4. As we know that pi by 4, the range of tan inverse. Now range of tan is from minus pi by 4 to minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So we can say, and this pi by 4 lies between minus pi by 2 minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Therefore we can write tan inverse 1 as pi by 4. Again, second one is cos inverse. Now I am taking it as x equal to cos inverse minus 1 by 2. Now this means cos x will be minus 1 by 2, and cos x equal to, now again we have done it earlier, that if cos inverse, we have to find the principal value of cos inverse minus 1 upon 2. This is same as we have done in question number 5th. Now this will be cos x will be cos pi minus pi by 3, and we can say that it is 2 pi minus pi by 3. Now again sine inverse minus 1 upon 2. Now what is sine inverse? Now z equal to, if I am taking as sine inverse minus 1 upon 2, to sine z will be equal to minus 1 upon 2, and sine z is equal to minus 1 upon 2 will be sine minus pi by 6. Pi by 6, value of sine pi by 6 is 1 by 2, and z equal to minus pi by 6, as it lies between minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. This value minus pi by 6 is between the range of the principal value of the sine inverse function. So we will take it as minus pi by 6. Now this I have taken here. Now after this you can solve it to get the answer as 3 pi by 4. Now 12th question. It is a simple question. Here it is written as, you have to find the value of cos inverse 1 upon 2 plus 2 sine inverse 1 upon 2. So simple, cos inverse 1 upon 2. Now value of cos 60 is 1 by 2. So we can, value of pi by 6. Cos pi by 6 equal to 1 by 2. Therefore we can take cos inverse 1 by 2 as pi by 6. Now plus 2 into, now sine 30 degree, that means pi by, here I have taken cos 60, so cos pi by 3, and this will be cos pi by 6. Sine pi by 6 is equal to 1 by 2. So this will give us pi by 3 plus this 2, 3 is 6, again pi by 3, and the answer is 2 pi by 3. Now you should keep in mind that these values should be in the principal value range of the inverse trigonometrical functions. Now after this, question number 13th. Now question number 13th was, if sine inverse x equal to y, then you have to find the value of y. You know that for sine inverse the principal value range is from minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Range is from minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Therefore we can say that the value of y will be from minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Now close bracket means these two values are included in it. In question number 14, you have to find out the value of tan inverse root 3 minus sec inverse minus 2. I am solving them separately. Now let x equal to tan inverse root 3. Now if we have taken tan inverse root 3 as x, then tan x will be equal to root 3. Now tan x equal to root 3 means 10 pi by 3, because value of tan 60 is root 3. So we can write in place of root 3, we can write it as 10 pi by 3. So that x equal to pi by 3. And this value should belong to the range of the inverse trigonometrical functions, principal value of the inverse trigonometrical functions. And as we know, the range of tan inverse is from, is between minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, and this pi by 3 lies between minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Now again for sec inverse minus 2. Now I am taking it as y. Let y equal to sec inverse minus 2. So this will be sec y will be equal to minus 2. Now sec y will be equal to minus 2. Now value of sec 60 is 2. So sec 60 means sec pi by 3. Now if I take sec minus pi by 3, because here it is minus 2, to minus pi by 3, and the value range of the principal value range of the sec is from 0 to pi, excluding pi by 2. Now to 0 to pi, and we are getting a negative value, and the principal value range is, we have to take only positive value. So for that, what will you do? We will proceed to the second quadrant. In second quadrant, sec is negative. You can say from pi by 2 to pi, the value of sec is negative. So that means from pi by 2 to pi, and we can take the value of sec inverse from between pi by 2 to pi, and this value will be sec pi minus, and the value of sec pi by 3 was minus 2, so this can be written as pi by 3. So this will be y equal to 3 minus 1 2 pi by 3, and this value belongs to 0 to pi, excluding pi by 2. Now then we can say that this tan inverse root 3 minus sec inverse minus 2 will be equal to pi by 3 plus 2 pi, sorry, here it is negative sign, 2 pi by 3, and this will give us minus pi by 3. So this was our